All right, Paul.
Hello and welcome to Live. I'm your host, today we're going to be taking in depth some of the hottest crypto projects in the space right now. Here's how it works. Each project is going to have 10 minutes to pitch their hearts out, all while being grilled by our whale judges. But here's the catch. You, the audience, are going to have all of the power and decide on whether which project sinks or swims. All you have to do to cast your vote is scan the QR code on the screen or go to vote.hell.one. Or if you want to, you can just type in the comment section down below, sink or swim to cast your vote. So without further ado, let's get into the show and meet some of our whale judges. First up, we have a Grammy Award-winning producer and community and partnership lead over at Giga Labs, Illa the producer. Illa, welcome. How we doing?
Doing great. Ready to see ready to hear some pitches, ready to see some sinks, ready to see some swims. And I'm happy it's not on us this time. It's the actual amazing fans out there. Yeah. The audience, they get to do the sinking and swimming. So participants, you're lucky because Rand was coming for y'all. I'm trying to tell you.
All right. So yeah, speaking of Rand, next we have, hands down, one of the best content creators in the space today. I literally watch a show whenever I have the chance. Please welcome the DeFi Titan and creator of the Crypto Banter, Rand. What up, Rand? I think, yeah, the mic is muted a little bit.
Here we go. Wait, sorry.
Yeah, there we go. A little technical.
There we go. Everything's
What's up, brother? How we doing?
I was just saying we haven't even started, and already Illa's attacking me. We haven't even started yet, and already that's happening. Very excited to be here. Very excited the markets are running. Very excited to be part of this. Yeah, let's get going.
Awesome. Go easy today on him, Rand. All right. And lastly, we have the co-founder and CEO of Hello Labs, executive producer of the Killer Whales TV show on Apple and Amazon Prime. Sander, what up, man? Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Rodney. It's a pleasure to be here. It's really exciting to be in front of the camera this time instead of behind the camera. So I'm gonna lay low a little bit, try to duck all the fire from Rand, and then see what happens. But I'm really looking forward to this.
All right, let's focus the attention on the actual projects, guys. But all right, so let's meet our first project. First up, we have Michael Christine from Andromeda. It is so great to meet you. How we feeling? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Mike, make sure everybody's having a mic problem. Yeah, turn the mic on, Michael. There we go.
Sorry, can you hear me
now? We can hear you now. What's up, Mike?
Beautiful. No. How you guys doing? GM to everybody. Feeling awesome. Really great today. We have so many products launching this week, awesome. So it's been a crazy week. Hyped to be here.
Awesome, brother. All right, a final reminder to our viewers to scan the QR code or drop sink or swim in the chat. All right, let's do it. Your 10 minutes starts now.
Beautiful. First and foremost, I'm gonna play a video for you all. I think it's sharing already. Can you just confirm that? Good. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Nova, for that. And just as Nova said, my name is Michael Satoshi, and I'm here representing the Andromeda. And effectively, what we noticed in Andromeda. So I've been traveling all over the world the last few years, and the one thing that I've noticed is, despite the fact that we're the most connected society in human history, we've never been more isolated. We spend hours chasing shallow validation on social media that provides zero resonance, and at the same time, we're being surveilled by every single thing, from your watch knowing your heart data to your phone knowing your exact location, but nothing ever actually knows you as the user. So what we've built in Andromeda is we have built Yap World, an intelligence protocol that uses HIPAA-compliant agentic memory enabled AI sidekicks that turns that raw data into a warm, lifelong partnership. We call these AI sidekicks Yaps, or your agentic pals, just like you saw my personalized agentic pal Nova introduce me here. Our Yaps are 3D AI sidekicks designed as personalized anime waifus and husbandos. They're powered by what we call our identity matrix, and this is really where the secret sauce comes in. From its most basic idea, you can understand the identity matrix as the most accurate and advanced holistic user profile that you could ever imagine. It takes data from your conversations, the apps that you connect your Yaps to, your health data, and it holistically synthesizes this into the most advanced holistic picture of mind and body that you could ever imagine about a user and their profile. And so the cool thing about this is, because your Yaps now know you better than you know yourself, they can suggest behavioral things to you to make effectively win at life, improve your life, and succeed, from health type of successes to education, to content streaming, to even career. Your Yaps can help you. Now, the other side of this is, because we now have a picture of the user that's more accurate than anybody can ever imagine, what your Yaps are actually doing is they're using your identity matrix, your personality profile, to go find other people that have similar personalities, similar resonated shared values, to then suggest low pressure connections with these other people. So the idea here really is turning your digital footprint into real world friendships. And in an age where 1 in 5 people say that they're chronically alone, and an age where anger, depression, anxiety, and isolation are increasing over and over and over again, we live in a time where AI doesn't just need to be for business. It can also be for social social growth and social connection. And Andromeda is the ones that is bringing this to real life. And the cool thing about all of this is, we're not shipping 12 months from now, 18 months from now, etc. You can actually launch right in the Yap World today. We launched the beta of the platform today, this week. So you can go to yapworld.net, get in there, start allowing your Yaps to know you, start succeeding in any and every way. And the second really cool thing about this is, we have applied what we call the creator as a partner model on top of AI Companion. So if you imagine the YouTube model, where people watch your YouTube videos, if enough people watch your YouTube videos, you can earn money, obviously, from YouTube. Same kind of idea here, except here with your AI companions, you can completely create your own companion. You can customize its look, and then you can train its personality. So for example, if you have a favorite streamer, if I watch all of Sanders' videos, for example, I could train my Yap on all of Sanders' YouTube videos and turn my Yap into my own Sander. And effectively, if I tokenize this Yap on chain, then I'm eligible to earn from it. So as people engage with the Yap, you as a creator can earn. So the idea is creating this creator economy, allowing us to scale and really start connecting the world together in a way that has been missing for the last 10, 20 years. And this is the Yap World.
Got 2 questions. First, I was doing some digging, and it said that I noticed that you have your own mangas. So what is your favorite anime?
One Piece, easy.
Ugh.
One Piece all day.
And you've watched every episode?
I have. I watched every episode. I'm like 10 chapters behind in the manga. I fell down the One Piece rabbit hole super hard during quarantine. I've been a lifelong anime fan, but I always was the one guy who was like, oh, I'm not going to watch One Piece. And then I got COVID hard, ended up watching it, fell in love, and turned me from a big One Piece hater into the biggest fan you can imagine.
Yeah.
Where do you find the time, bro? Where do you find the time?
Exactly, man.
I live a very structured day, if that makes sense.
I think the project is dope. My question would be like, what's the strategy to get this to Web 2? Because a lot of people try to build stuff for Web 3 and it's still super niche, but I feel like something like this is a great product. But what is your long-term strategy to actually penetrate Web 2 with such a product?
Yeah, no, great question. So we have a two-turn strategy. So we have a business-to-business strategy, which is ridiculously scalable. So because we've created this agentic memory system that never forgets, and it creates this identity profile of the user, we've since attracted insurance companies, medical conglomerates, med tech companies. And the idea here is they send a lot of data of these patients all the time, from like robotic pancreases to medical schedules, et cetera. And their biggest issue is patient non-compliance. So being able to create a holistic picture of the patient for these insurance companies, and then train the apps on effectively what these patients are supposed to be doing, we have this opportunity to partner with all these companies where 1,000 patients would be over $1 million of revenue for us. So 20,000 patients, 200,000 patients, obviously that revenue grows and scales really quickly, saves these insurance companies a lot of money. Because now patients are actually adhering to their schedules. And then we obviously benefit from the fact that people are using our platform, using our apps, and growing as well, and obviously providing us a ton of data on themselves. And then
I know that sounds great. Sounds like he actually has when I hear something that's scalable, that's always exciting because most people get stuck on that. Go ahead, Rand.
So listen, I love what you're doing, because I do think that your AI is going to become your best friend. I already believe that I may be in a relationship with ChatGPT.
Jesus.
Hey, come to the app world. It's better, I promise.
Yeah. So my question here is around the tech. Is this just a wrapper around another LLM? What is the LLM that you guys are using? Am I talking to Claude? Am I talking to ChatGPT? Who am I talking to? Who, if you take off the makeup, what am I talking to?
Yeah, so we didn't design our own LLM because that would cost us billions of dollars. But basically, the LLMs change based off of cost and then who's using the actual app itself. So if you're under age 18, you might be using a different LLM versus if you're over the age of 18. And effectively, how we built the architecture is we had to design this HIPAA compliant agentic memory system. We have a guardian system, so I'm sure you're aware ChatGPT is being sued all the time for it saying like, oh, teaching people how to commit suicide or teaching people to unalive their parents, things like that. So we have a agentic multimodal system involved that effectively stops all that. Imagine like parental controls, but for AI. So it's being synthesized through all of these different places. It's actually like an extensively robust architecture. So the cool thing is as these LLMs upgrade and get better, we actually get cheaper. And so if ChatGPT all of a sudden came out with a new feature, that doesn't kill our business like it does so many other businesses because of how we built our architecture to work alongside their advances versus competing with them.
All right,
what is the
Ram, we do got to move on to our last judge here, but go ahead. Looks like he's absolutely dominating in the sync aspect of this. So go ahead, finish that thought, Rand, and then we'll leave Sanders with some final words.
What is the IP here? Is the IP the fact that you've got an anime on top of a GPT? Like what is the tech? What is the secret sauce here?
The secret.
The next project.
I think that everybody's gonna embrace AI if you're not already doing it. So I really think you have a great roadmap. You have a really good outlook, and people spoke, right? Community spoke. So you swim. Good luck. Best of wishes, and let's get it.
Hey, thank you.
Let's go. Hey, that's one way to start off the show. We got our first swim from Michael over at Andromeda, but the show must go on. Next, we have Judd Levy over at AI Garden, another AI project. Judd, welcome to the show. How are we feeling?
Feeling good. Really excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So let's get started. Your 10-minute starts now.
All right. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to do a live mint now. So you can see my landing page here. Okay, good. Okay, perfect. So here you can choose between creating your NFT, creating a postcard, which we may have time to get into or not, and then the marketplace where you can trade your NFTs. But let's head into the NFT creator. Right now, Dream Protocol is the one that's live and on chain. So essentially, you'll choose your NFT collection, and then you get to create the NFT. It's created in the style of the collection, but let's just I'm going to just test it out with we'll try Shogun Lemon. Let's see what that does. You got your choice between AI prompt, or you could write the manual prompt yourself, but let's try the AI prompt. Now we're going to generate the prompt selections, and give this just a moment. And here we go. Okay, I'm not going to read through these because it'll take too long, but let's just choose one. Okay, I'm going to pick this one, and now we're going to create the NFT. Now the wallet is popping open. I don't think you can probably see that, but I'm just going to confirm this transaction, and now it's generating. And while this is generating, I'm going to take you into some other parts of the platform. So this is a collection. This is another collection called Tiny Legends, and it hasn't launched yet, but I wanted to show you this one because this one really contains the complete AI garden experience. These are all the different characters that users can create just based on whatever prompts they want to choose. And if we go into one of these characters, so we can see here what the system does is it'll take the prompt, it'll create the image in the style of the collection. Once it's created, AI will then look at the image, the vision model, do an AI analysis of what it sees, pick out traits that it sees in the image, and then you can interact with it in a number of ways. You can talk to it. So, for instance, tell me about your last battle. And what's exciting about battles is because yes.
You have a angle here where it could be very educational. Have you ever thought about that?
Well, what I do with my students is I incorporate the use of AI in my classroom in a lot of different ways. And a lot of the teachers are very against using AI in the classroom because they kind of look at it like it's a cheating tool. But if you use it properly and you give guidance and you teach the students how to use it in an educational way, I think it's something that they really need because AI is going to be in every single part of their life, everywhere and everything that they do. They need to know how to use it. So it's really important that I incorporate that in my teaching. So I think the students really enjoy it. They love using the AI and they're really learning something.
So I love the AI component of it, and what I'm struggling is what do you see as the practical use case of this? You know, barring generating AI images, etc. What do you believe the real use case is, the commercial use case is going to be here?
Well, for the front-facing user, the creation process, just creating the image is really just the beginning of what we're doing here. Because if you look here, you can actually battle other NFTs. So what my system does is it will take your NFT and then randomly choose another NFT, combine them into a single image, and then pit them off against each other in battle.
Okay, so you believe that the first killer use case is going to be the battling use case?
Well, battling, at the same time, every time a mint is created, it writes a chronicle, and that chronicle goes into an ongoing lore book. So we're actually creating a living novel that's written in real time, mint by mint, as users are creating their NFTs. So there's a lot of interaction that goes on with the platform. But if we're talking about behind the scenes, where I really think that this platform has a real opportunity to shine, is in the AI engines that are creating these characters, because the way that my system works, you can create 1 million characters all in the same collective world, all with their own personalities, all with their own backstories that are, as they're created, they're woven into the story. It's a story that's building as users are creating the NFTs. And I think that outside of the NFT world, what I've built, this engine, really could be used by media companies. I could see, Disney or Netflix really being interested in the engines that I've built, because they can create IP at scale. There's no limit to the number of characters they can create. Everyone's going to be different. Everyone's going to have its own backstory, and it's all going to be incorporated into the same world. And everything just gels. It works together. As you're building, it just becomes this amazing ongoing story that you can continue to follow.
So you believe that people are going to build NFT story games and they're going to start playing them using this engine?
Well, that's the hope. I think that people.
What's your go-to-market plan? What's your go-to-market plan here? How do you expect to get this into the hands of the masses?
Well, that's we just launched recently. I have the one collection, Dream Protocol, and I really want to show you one thing that's really cool about this. Oh, here's the image that we created, by the way.
You got to move fast because right now you're 59% syncing. So whatever you're gonna do, just make sure it's your best shot.
Numbers
1:45 seconds to sway a 58% sync into an under 50%, 59% now. You got to do.
All right, let me show you what's going on here. When you create a Dream Protocol, so here's an example of one I created, and you can look at. There's another collection that you can create inside of Dream Protocol called Fractured Echo, and in the Fractured Echo, it will take
real quick, Judd. Yeah, you had us in the first half here. I know a lot of syncs are coming in, but I do want to hear from Sander. Sander, you got a question for Judd before the pitch ends? Maybe we could save this guy with 1 minute to go.
Yeah, Judd. So, Hello Labs is a media company. We are very interested in this type of technology. We really think that you're onto something. I really think that storytelling and creating lores using AI and great graphics is really going to work. But if you look at the traction right now, so you tested this on your students, you recently launched. Can you tell us a little bit more about the traction and what you see emerging from the people that are interacting with the tool?
Well, it's from my perspective, what I'm seeing is
30 seconds left, Judd. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, people are loving it. I mean, we've minted in this first collection almost 400 Dream Protocol NFTs. People are minting their Fractured Echoes, and they're interacting with the NFTs. They're talking to them. The NFTs have memory. You can go back. You can discuss. It remembers everything that you've done with it.
So close.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Yeah. So, Judd, I mean, you had us in the first half, but unfortunately, that is going to be a sync. I know that the first half of that pitch, the audience was actually voting in favor. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people did like it. So we have one sink and one swim so far. Rand, any last words for Judd before we move on to the next project?
I think don't get demotivated. Keep grinding. I mean, I think you might actually be onto something. And I think, the market's been down and NFTs have been dead. And so I think you started off at a disadvantage, but just keep grinding.
All right.
Yeah. We appreciate you, Judd. Shout out to your project. But next, we have the Chads in the house. We have Hop from GigaChat. I mean, if you're in the meme coin community, I know about this project. What up, Hop? How we doing? Welcome to the show.
Doing amazing. Ready to go. Good morning, Rodney. Let's do this.
Let's go. I'm very familiar with the project, but let's see if the audience will agree with your pitch. So far, we have one sink and one swim. Let's get started. Your 10 minutes starts now.
All right, I'm going to share the screen. Hello, whales. I'm here to talk about the man, the myth, the legend, the GigaChat. I'm not here to pitch you a token. I'm revealing to you a cultural phenomenon that is taking the entire internet by storm. With massive engagements from figures like Joe Rogan and Elon Musk, tens of thousands of content creators across all social platforms, and even the official White House and Homeland Security pages that are posting that sharp-ass jawline regularly. Since 2017, the term Giga has been Giga obliterated. Any given week in 2025, you would have seen Giga with 3 to 20 million engagements across all social media platforms combined, edging out other memes like Pepe and Doge. With over 600,000 monthly Google searches, 17 plus million views on single TikTok videos, and the official GigaChat gifts page reaching 100 million impressions in the first 2 months, that kind of reach and cultural penetration is something companies spend millions to achieve. GigaChat has revealed himself as the essence of peak masculinity, intelligence, and performance, which is why we seized the opportunity and created the Giga ecosystem. On one hand, there's a token, notably listed on major exchanges like Coinbase, Kraken, Binance US. Additionally, there's a lifestyle and fitness brand. With IP rights secured, we have physical products on major storefronts like Walmart.com, media coverage such as podcasts, user-generated content campaigns, books, lifestyle apps, athleisure apparel, energy drinks, Giga supplements, IRL events featuring world-class bodybuilding expos, and global communities pushing their own initiatives. All connected by one thing, a shared standard. And here's the part that matters most. There's no traditional company operating Giga. Everything you see, products, content, distribution, innovation is built and operated by community volunteers just like me. No payroll army, no top-down control. Just aligned individuals executing because they believe in the standard. This is the recipe for boundless scalability, and that's exactly how we're building the first of its kind C2C business model. C2C means community to consumer. We're introducing the first example of incentivized consumers. Slow down. We're introducing the first example of incentivized consumers and mainline producers coming together with a common goal. Creators can tap into a network of weaponized buyers, while buyers directly market their favorite meme brand by supporting aligned creators. This sets up a dynamic flywheel effect. As the products and brand grow, the coin recognition and speculation also grow, and vice versa. And what happens when either avenue reaches escape velocity? Today, Giga leads many key health metrics on the Solana blockchain, such as the highest average hold time, the lowest volume to market cap ratios leading side by side with none other than Bitcoin and XRP, and the lowest Herfindahl-Hirschman index number, which is just a fancy way of saying that we have the best distribution among other memes by a ridiculous factor of 2. I'm sure by now you've realized that this is not your typical meme coin. It's the next iteration of global business and scale. Dogecoin proved that culture can become currency. Nike proved that discipline and honor can become a global identity.
All right, Hop, I'm going to stop you right
Sure.
there. Let's go. We want to hear from our judges. Speaking of Chads, what do you guys think? First off, we'll start off with Illa. Illa, what do we think of GigaChat?
I actually made a good amount of money on GigaChat.
Let's go.
Hey, most importantly,
Hey, here we go. You know what I'm saying?
The years go by, but the memories still stand. Those were
Those were the days, right, Rand? But I mean, I feel like they have an opportunity, especially with this look maxing thing. Like when you see someone like Clavicular pop out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden he's getting interviewed by Michael Knowles and he's getting platformed by some of the biggest mainstream media outlets. I feel like GigaChat has legs as a brand because of the cultural relevance. The fact that you guys have the IP is something that's special to me. So like, what's the plan? I would say my biggest advice is to continue to work on the IP.
Absolutely.
To make it more robust, get some dope designers, some great creative directors, and maybe spend some of that treasury into getting some of these look masters, like maybe a Clavicular or somebody on board, because I feel like there's something there more than just like pushing the token all the damn time.
I don't understand what
Yeah,
you got. I don't understand what you got. I mean, do you have the rights to use the GigaChat? Are you the only
Yeah,
guy?
so these
exclusive
products
rights?
are in Walmart.com, right? They're on Walmart.com. We use
Who
the
gave you the rights? Who gave you the rights to use it?
the actual team with the Giga Chad meme, Ernest Kalimov, his entire team, they're working with us exclusively. They've never worked with any other company before. They saw what we were doing with the coin. We reached out to them. They loved what we were doing, and so they decided to work with us.
Have the team got the rights to use the images?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay.
That's the only way we were able to get on Coinbase, right? You need to have IP rights for memes. So a lot of these other memes are going to run into issues if they can't secure IP rights. We have proof. We have products in Walmart that only gets approved if we have the IP rights, Coinbase, things like that.
Yeah,
I
but,
love it, and the audience also love it. I mean, just look at how while we're watching this, the things are dropping 24%. So far, you've been our strongest contestant to date. They must love what you they must love what you're saying, bro. They must love what you're saying.
Hey, Hop, you know, a couple of questions, because I already know that Illa made a lot of money. Rand is a big meme coin enthusiast. I'm always a little bit in the middle. I'm the guy.
I'm not a big meme coin enthusiast anymore. I've developed a severe allergy to meme coins. So much so that I carry an EpiPen with me these days. And when people talk about a meme coin, I don't
Epi-meme. No. But all jokes aside, Hop, you know, there is a lot of background behind the Giga, right? I think initially the project got rocked by the dev. You guys CTO'd the community. Tell us a little bit more. How did you get involved, and why you're putting in so much heat? Why are you putting in so much effort? You must hold a big bag yourself, but what is the emotion behind this?
Well, like everybody else in the community, I am incentivized by being a holder of the coin. But to me, really, the thing that makes me stick around, like I could go off and do whatever, but the thing that makes me stick around is the message. There's an actual like ideology that's tied to the Giga Chad meme. It's about masculinity and performance, self-improvement. It's about making boys men again. And that's something that I think that the world desperately needs. So it doesn't stop with it just being a meme coin. It goes further into an ideology that can be a spotlight, just an attraction, a beacon for people to get it back together, to straighten things out.
Yeah. And is that the exact thing that appealed to you going into Giga, or could you have gone into any other meme coins? Because, you know, people at home watching this, or people new to the industry, you know, they look at a list of meme coins. There are millions of meme coins. There are literally hundreds of meme coins that have run up, gone down, and now are completely dead. What is it that makes Giga different?
One of the advantages we definitely have is that Giga Chad is arguably one of the biggest memes in the entire world. A lot of the other memes you might be talking about are fads. They kind of like get instantaneous recognition, stick around for a little bit and drop off. Giga Chad's been around for over 7 years. And at this point, it's pretty much cemented itself into Internet Hall of Fame history. So it has that stability, that stable thing to staple itself to. And that's what's keeping many of us around. We know that it's going to still be relevant 20 years from now.
100%. I do agree with a lot of that is being said around the IP. I think it is incredibly strong. I think you see it once, you never forget it. But it is very interesting to see, okay, how can you bring a meme coin back into focus? Are there any plans for that? Because, you know, we already see Solana pumping a little bit today. We already know that meme coins are going to be, you know, back in fashion pretty quickly when the market comes back. What is your go-to-market strategy to be the #1 meme coin in the industry?
Right. So we're not obsessed with quick, short-term volatility. We're actually very obsessed with building a very strong foundation. So all these products you see, they have QR codes that take you back and show you back to the rest of the ecosystem, the coin. So as we're penetrating the Web 2 world with physical products, we've got the clothing line, we've got all this stuff. We've gone to actual events. We're just getting people who want to be a part of the brand on a Web 2 level. And then on the back end, we build a strong foundation in the Web 3 token community. And that'll, like I said, raise up and be a flywheel effect. As one gets bigger, the other one gets bigger. So we're just head down building. We've been building this whole time.
What are you building? Are you building more products that you're taking to market? Are you building technological platforms? When you say we're heads down building, what are you building?
So our focus for a while has been physical products. We've got all the physical products. We have things like lifestyle apps on the way, which could be very huge, right? Like you guys were talking about earlier, these other projects, AI companions. Imagine an AI companion physical trainer to model off the Giga Chad. So everything you guys would think of, I promise, we have some people working on it. The thing is,
when I make a decision, sometimes when I sometimes write an email or make a decision during the day, I need a Giga Chad that says, yeah, bro, you fucked him up in that email, or I need that.
Right, well, and then it also comes with the community. You can't beat that, right?
Well, guys, it's safe to say up that the comment section and people that are voting in general are full of Chad because you absolutely dominated with a swim. Congratulations. I think one of our best swims we've had so far. So I appreciate you being here, brother. Any last words before we go off?
No, just everybody stay Giga. Thank you guys so much for your time and this opportunity.
Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. All right, that's going to be a hard one to follow up. But lastly, we have Ryan.
Can I just interrupt? Can I just interrupt you for 1 second before you bring them in? That that pitch made me feel very nice and warm. And you know why?
There it is.
It took me to that time when things were all meme coins and running, and we were all rich, and there was life in the crypto market.
The good old days.
For a few seconds, I want to thank you, bro. Thank you.
The good old days. Shout out to Giga Chad. We love the meme coin vibes in here. All right. Lastly, we have Ryan over at GotSOL. Ryan, welcome. You're our last pitch of the day. No pressure. How are we feeling?
Oh, none. Thanks, judges, and great job for the participants before. So I'm just looking forward to it.
Awesome, brother. Well, we're ready to hear your pitch. So your 10 minutes starts now.
I'm Ryan Koreg, a retired Marine and founder of GotSOL. It's a merchant point of sale for commerce and currency. GotSOL is a stablecoin first point of sale platform built for small businesses. Let me go ahead and play the video here. All right. Within
I like the name. I like the name.
Is able to accept stable coins for their businesses. We let merchants accept stables at the counter without having to navigate keys, wallets, gas fees. Main features include the gas abstraction, the social sign-in, free inventory management, bookkeeping, along with pay links so that they could pay if they're not physically present.
This is amazing.
Yeah, so I actually went live in November, but the roots began 4 years ago in Miami at a Solana hacker house. It was initially a proof of concept, but mainstream adoption wasn't quite ready for it yet. And it wasn't until recently that the terms crypto usage became publicly palatable through recent passage of U.S. Stablecoin Act and the ease of social sign-ins. I believe GotSOL now is primed for mainstream introduction. It's played out extremely well because I believe that the desire to operate stablecoins is where it's going. I never wanted personally to introduce volatility associated with crypto to a community. As a Marine, I served for 25 years in roles that required accountability and execution. I bring this up only because I was responsible for implementing the first Marine Corps cashless payment system in a combat environment. That experience alone shaped how I think about payments and financial infrastructure. As of today, I am a legal registered entity, pending trademark, incredible success over the last 2 months, over 200 users, the platform's in 3 different languages, 2 official partnerships, one in Nigeria and the Netherlands. We just launched on the Solana dApp Store, which has over 100,000 phones and users. And we're also pending Google Play Store approval. It's pretty quick.
I want to make sure that I understand this. I have to make sure that I understand this. Help me make sure that I understand this. I'm a mom and pop store. I'm what the lifeblood of the American economy is made in. And I want to start accepting stables, and I don't know how to accept stables. I take this app, and then basically I can accept stables on the Solana network, and within a few minutes I can make my business accept crypto, completely integrated into my bookkeeping, into my POS, into everything, just by downloading this app.
No, great question. Let me clarify. If you are a merchant, you are that person. If you click to the video, please, it'll show 3 steps that you need to do. Just log on with your social, enter your vendor name, and you can begin accepting transactions, whether you are familiar with crypto or not. And from there, you can enter your bookkeeping, and that's not on the video, or your accounts payable, accounts receivable, inventory. But we do not have tap to pay or integrate with point of sale systems yet. This right here, your mobile phone is a point of sale system.
So basically, let me understand this correctly, because I see you're using Hello Labs in the demo, right? So we can basically log on today. We can create an account. We can create a storefront. We can upload our products, and we can start selling this with a telephone as a payment terminal.
Yeah, yes, you can. You can upload your inventory, and you can also use it if you don't upload your inventory. So if someone's just a vendor who's selling on the sidewalks and they don't care about their inventory, they can just do quick transactions right there. And but if you don't use the inventory manager, we can't help you in that aspect. And me as a business owner myself, I'm trying to encourage businesses to do that so that I can help them out financially with their margins, stocks, etc.
So you've basically reduced the problem that a lot of SMEs have and a lot of storefront owners by accepting payments either in crypto or in stables or in fiat into one simple app. You can download it, start using it, integrate it with your back office, and get going. Is that it?
Yes, Andrew. That's exactly
Insane.
That's insane.
I think this guy should be getting a lot more swims and a lot less
100%.
sinks, because it's one of the best projects that I've ever heard. And the guy's a Marine, which tells you that the guy can execute and he's disciplined. And you guys are giving the guy 29% sink. Bro, get voted. I mean,
You
get
know,
voted.
there's always got to be a couple assholes, man. But I just wanted to.
Usually
first
that asshole, just for the record, usually the asshole is Illa. But I mean, in this case,
I thought he was gonna say it, put that title on himself, but it's all good. I'll take it. Ryan, I just want to thank you for your service, man. First and foremost, like I want to make sure, because all my other judges, they missed that opportunity. I want to make sure that I thank you for your service, man.
I'm not American, bro. I'm not American. I'm sure the Americans all thank you for this.
It was an honor just to serve alongside America's finest. That was the best experience for me as a Marine for those 25 years, just serving with the best.
Can you tell us a little bit more about those partnerships? You said you have one in Nigeria, and where was the other one?
The other one's in the Netherlands. Yes, we just formed Nigeria's super team, and they have a very great showing. They've done videos. They presented GotSOL at a recent stablecoin conference in Africa, and that's where we're getting a lot of feedback. So although I have only 200 users right now, I don't want to go to market right away without getting more feedback. I understand that you only got one shot at getting these guys back. So if your clients go on the app and you fail to hit or meet the mark, they're not coming back. So I'm trying to gather as much feedback as I can before we really push marketing to the next level. But I do have other partnerships in queue. I just want to get it right first.
That's fantastic.
Maybe I'm going out on a limb here, Ryan, but I think on behalf of the entire Hello team and also the Killer Whales team, I'm not sure if I'm even allowed, so I need to double check it with my partners in the company. But we will love to assist you and help you through our incubator accelerator services.
I mean, that's a great offer.
Yeah, 100%. I believe.
That's a great offer.
Over here, gentlemen, because I'm actually located in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and for me to get and interact with people, I go to Solana events. I meet up in Miami, Chicago. Met my dev initially in Salt Lake City for Mountain Dow, but it's when I talk to larger companies, they tell me that I'm too small. Just not really there.
Everyone's
not making
just keep grinding. You know how many times I was told that I was too small, and you know what I did? Every time someone told me I was too small, it gave me fuel. It fueled me. I actually made a list. I'll tell you a real story. You got about a minute left. I made a list of all the people who called me small, believed that I wouldn't make it. And every time I achieved something, I crossed one name off the list. And I threw that list away a long time ago, because eventually I got so many successes that all the people that didn't believe started to believe. So every time someone tells you no, write their name down, bro. Write their name down. Every time you achieve something, just cross it.
It's here. It's embedded.
Mine was a real list. It started off with my grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teacher, my grade 6 teacher. Her name was Mrs. Joseph. She told me I wouldn't amount to anything. I made her eat her words. I drove past her at the gym in a Porsche the one day, and I smiled at her, and that smile just said, remember the day you told me I wouldn't amount to anything?
I appreciate that. And, there's, even though it's been bootstrapped by myself, I have a core following of guys in one of the groups, Solana K9, shout out, just sort of willing to help out and offer their skill sets in Lind. They don't ask for anything in return. Just there's a group of OGs that've been around for a while, and they're always encouraging. So I thank you all for your time today. Words of encouragement, and anyone reach out, because if you bet on me, I'll deliver.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy we need. With 20 seconds left, I didn't think we'd be able to follow up the last project, but you're absolutely dominating. I think it's safe to say all three judges and the audience really liked your pitch. Ryan, congratulations. I mean, we're about to hit a swim here in 5 seconds. How we feeling? You absolutely
I'm
dominated.
feeling great, and know that we're swimming, girls.
Let's go. Let's go. Congratulations. Like I said, I didn't think we'd be able to follow up Giga Chad with another dominant swim like this, but you did it. So appreciate you, brother. Good luck to everything. It looks like you made some relationships on the show, and appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate. Thanks for your time, gentlemen.
Thanks, Brian.
Absolutely. Guys, well, that is our show. Big shout out to all of our amazing judges, Illa, Ran, and Sander. And shout out to all of the incredible projects that were able to pitch to us today. I think we went 3 swims with only 1 sink. Not bad, not bad. But don't forget to follow us on X and YouTube for our next updates on when the show will be live. I am Rodney. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.